Now, Israel is tightening its grip on Gaza. The United Nations says that more than 86% of the Strip is classified as a prohibited military zone or under forced evacuation orders. The Israeli offensive is focused on Gaza City, where intense airstrikes have been reported in at least 4 areas. Now, those areas include the densely populated neighborhoods of Zaytun, Sabra, Al Tufa, and also Remal. Now, these are some of the pictures that you're seeing here coming out of Gaza City's Zaytun neighborhood. And it's part of one of the last urban areas left in the Strip, where up to 1 million Palestinians are believed to be sheltering. This week, Israeli forces destroyed hundreds of homes there, wiping out entire families. At least 25 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza since dawn on Saturday. The Israeli military has also bombed southern Gaza, even as it tries to forcibly transfer Gaza City's entire population there. 3 Palestinians were killed in Khan Yunis, and starving Palestinians have again been targeted as they tried to get something to eat. At least 12 people were killed looking for food since dawn on Saturday. Palestinians are often killed near food distribution sites run by the notorious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. The group's distribution sites are manned by US contractors with the support of Israel, and they've been described by the United Nations as death traps. Also, at least 11 people have died of hunger and malnutrition in the last 24 hours, bringing the death toll to 251, and that includes 108 children. Let's speak to Hind Al-Khodri, who's live for us in Deir al-Balah. Hind, we're just seeing that footage there of Zaytun neighborhood in Gaza City, just hours after an Israeli airstrike. You can see the extensive damage. Talk us more about the neighborhood itself that's been targeted and in the context of Gaza City at the moment.
Zaytun neighborhood is one of the most densely populated areas in the Gaza City, and this area has a lot of homes, has a lot of markets, and has a lot of Palestinians sheltering in that area, especially after Palestinians were forced to evacuate the northern parts of the Gaza Strip, Jabalia, Beit Lahia, Beit Hanun. But in the past 5 days, there has been intensified airstrikes, artillery shelling, and more Palestinians are feeling the threat of staying in that area. Now, most of the Palestinians are moving to the western parts of the Gaza City because the artillery shelling does not stop. Continuous Israeli airstrikes, and the Israelis have been carrying a lot of strikes against residential houses, governmental areas, and also public facilities, leaving Palestinians without any other choice other than leaving that area. Now, what we also need to know is civil defense teams, paramedics, medical staff are not able to go and to rescue Palestinians there because it is a danger zone and it's very risky to reach those areas. So whatever is targeted, there's no one to go and to rescue these Palestinians. And we also need to know is now Palestinians are moving towards the western parts of the Gaza City, which is already densely populated. Most of the streets are makeshift camps and tents, and Palestinians are very desperate because they're saying that the same exact scenario that took place in Rafah and in the northern parts of Jabalia, Beit Lahia, Beit Hanun is also taking place in Zaytun and Al Sabra neighborhood right now.
And Hind, we are, as we're speaking now, getting some numbers from the Gaza Ministry of Health saying that 11 people have died of hunger and malnutrition in the last 24 hours. I mean, that's a big number if it's just in 24 hours, and it shouldn't be happening in the first place.
Definitely, but this shows the exact reality of the Gaza Strip, where Palestinians are unable to get food and are putting their lives and risk into the fact of feeding their families and feeding their babies. The latest 2 that died due to starvation are siblings, Mahmoud al-Dabba, 16 years old, and Hanan al-Dabba, 25 years old, and both of them died in the same exact day due to starvation and malnutrition. We're talking about losing Palestinians not only from continuous airstrikes and artillery shelling and drones and live ammunition, but we're also seeing Palestinians dying due to malnutrition and starvation. Why is this happening? Because distribution points where most of Gaza's population are completely relying are not operating. Hot meal kitchens where most of Palestinians are getting their daily meals are not operating anymore. Most of the Palestinians are risking their lives going to the notorious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, being killed or shot because they want to feed their families. Whatever is coming into the Gaza Strip is not enough. Most of the trucks that are entering are commercial trucks where Palestinians are unable to afford cash, money, and everything's very expensive. So despite the fact that yes, food is coming in, but how much of the Palestinians are able to purchase and to buy this food? The reality is devastating. Palestinians do not have any other choice than seeing their children die due to malnutrition and starvation.
Yeah, of course. A really difficult time for Palestinians in Gaza. Thank you very much, Hind Khodri, for that update.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.